Hi, my name's Lidia, and this is my sister Iliana, and this is our pup Mamba. We got her from Misty's Toy Aussies 2 years and 2 days ago, and just want to tell you a little bit about why we decided to choose Misty's over some of the other breeders that we had been looking at. I did my research for about a year, and I basically found that Misty was the only breeder that had all the information online. You could see with the parents, there was constant updates on when the next set of pups was coming, if they were available, what you had to do to be on the list, and she was very responsive versus some of the other websites. They weren't as user-friendly. They only would show the mom, and just when you're choosing to buy a pup online that you're not going to go see, you want to have like all the information and feel good about the dog that you're choosing, because it's a big responsibility and it's a new family member that you want to make sure fits in.
Hi, so Misty's process is amazing and great. We are cat people, so we really needed a lot of help with transitioning to this species. Pup dates. We are the best thing in the world. You should know we have Mamba, and Mamba sometimes makes us think we want another Mamba. So pup dates are still a regular thing every week within our family, a group text. We shoot it out to our family like, hey, whoever's looking for a puppy. And then we talk about all the puppies and their characteristics that Misty writes up because she's a dog genius. And we love reading through them, and we try and decipher now and try and become Misty's ourselves. And we look at the pictures and we're like, ooh, let's see this. What kind of characters does it have? And then we read Misty's description and it's totally off. So we're still working on that. But the process, so this list that you get put on, we just want people to know that you shouldn't be discouraged with where you find yourself on the list, because you never know. People skip for various reasons, and you might find yourself all of a sudden, you and your family are up and maybe you haven't checked out the litter or read about their bios, and it's like you only have a certain time to decide whether you are going to commit or not, and then she moves on. So that's where the pup dates are awesome. Like, if you're really ready, you and your family, for an amazing dog, you should be regularly checking those pup dates and reading the characteristics, and they're super cute anyway, and just in the case. And that's kind of what happened to us. We had been looking at the pup dates and you think, oh, we're so far down on the list, but because we enjoyed so much just reading about the dogs anyway, whether we were going to be in the round of choosings or not, it was fun. And then we were prepared for when it actually came the time that we were brought up with Mamba's litter, and we loved Mamba from her name. It was, what am I trying to say? It was like an ode to Kobe Bryant. He had just passed away, and we remember being like, if we get her, which we loved her coloring and her personality that Misty had written up, we were like, we're going to keep that name, which we did. And she wears her purple collar to this day for the Lakers. R.I.P. Kobe. We're huge basketball fans too, so it just really matched. Everything worked out. So just don't get discouraged about being on this like long list, because you never know. And the pup dates are great for that, to be scanning and checking out which each pup is in the litter. As for delivery, also just super easy. Misty makes it great. Do you want to tell our delivery story?
Yeah, so we had a nanny come. We are in Baltimore, and so we were actually supposed to get Mamba that night around 7 p.m., but there was a storm coming in Michigan, a snowstorm, so the nanny had to go bring Mamba earlier. So we ended up having to surprise my dad who did not know we were getting a puppy that day. We were originally planning to bring him with us to the airport, but because the nanny had to jump on a plane sooner, he was still at work, and we just left and went to go get Mamba. We met the nanny in like baggage claim. Mamba, we took a picture. She took pictures of us. We brought her home, and then from there we just had a bunch of information from Misty that my sister will talk about, that helped us kind of
transition from cats to dogs. So that was also a great resource. Misty provides, once you have chosen your puppy and is home with you, she provides this great document with how to keep them crate trained if you choose to do so. Trainings, house training things. And in that document are other resources, and she's always like, feel free to reach out if you need me, because it can be daunting, and like that was the most valuable part about choosing a dog from Misty, because like I said, we're cat people, we're moving into dogs. We're back. Just wanted to finish and say that that document that you get from Misty about how to train a dog, the little things you want to do so that it makes life manageable, is the thing that we tell our friends and family is the most valuable part about Misty. I don't know if other dog breeders do something like that, take the time to really put something, and it is a well-written document with great detail. She takes the time to do this, and transitioning from cats to dogs, that was so helpful. And Mamba is such a good dog wherever we take her, and that's just a testament really to Misty, and we're just good listeners, and we had to be, because we really didn't know how to interact with this species, and that document made a world of a difference. And that's what probably we can't thank Misty enough, because we get so many compliments about Mamba, and we just followed the directions really. So she takes the time to really help families with that part. Having said that, yes, we highly recommend Mamba. Oh my gosh, Mamba. Well, I don't know about Mamba, but we highly recommend Misty and choosing a dog from her. Just the time that she puts in is incredible. Even to this day, we don't know how you do it, Misty, but we appreciate every detail that you put into the website, the people, the dogs. Like we aren't on social media, and she still takes the time to reach out to us through text or email to check in on how we're doing or how Mamba's doing. And that's just nice to know that, yeah, she's still like, it's like, hey, we're still out here even though we're not in the social media world, and she knows about us, and she cares about her dogs and the people who go to them.
And we are on the future puppy list already, so that's why we still check pup dates all the time, and definitely feel supported, and just thankful for all the training that she does with the pups, because when they come to you, they have a great baseline. And then for people like us who had no idea what they were doing, it was super easy to kind of take over from there and make sure that Mamba was getting her energy out both mentally and physically. She's still crate trained, and it's just awesome. We can take her anywhere, and she behaves so well. So we like to travel, and just with the last year, we've had to do a lot of road trips. She's great in the car, and we can put her in her crate while we go out to dinner and then come back and let her out. So just really overall a great experience. And like my sister mentioned, people compliment us all the time. So thank you. So for someone who is nervous to adopt online from Misty's, I would tell them not to be. If you check out any other Toy Aussie or Mini Aussie website, there's not nearly half as much information on it as Misty has on her website. You get all forms of media. You have social media. She takes pictures of the pups. She posts videos of the pups. You can see the parents. She provides a little bio at a certain age once the pups have like their personalities kind of shining through. She gives suggestions like, hey, this is a mid to low energy pup, or this pup should have like be regularly walked and have a backyard to play. The other thing I would say that my sister and I have heard at the dog park is people will always approach us with their mini Aussie and introduce us to their 50, 75-pound dog. And they look at Mamba and they're just like, we were expecting something like that. So although Misty doesn't guarantee size, she kind of gives you an estimate, and we can say from our experience, Mamba is right there. She estimated 9 to 13 pounds, and Mamba is at 10.4, and she has been for a year. So definitely don't feel nervous. The other thing is Misty's very responsive. Whether you email her, if you call her, she'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. And like I said, you just have so much information on every single pup in that specific litter. She has the parents posted. She has pictures of the parents. You can read reviews from other previous owners on her social media. She always follows, and when you buy a dog from her, she asks like if you have an Instagram page so that she can follow, she can post your handle, and you can kind of just go through other people's social media pages, and I think you would find that overall everyone has like had a very great experience, and you can kind of see that through multiple channels, which I don't think you will find on any other website. So it's really nice to be a part of a community, and just see like how well all the dogs are doing.
The fact that the dogs are truly crate and clicker trained when they reach you really exceeded our expectations, because all one has to do is just continue the training, which Misty provides the document for you to follow, and if you just follow that, you will have a great family dog.
Yeah, and just the accuracy of Misty's description of Mamba with her size, her personality. We still have the email with like her description, and it's hilarious because it's spot on. She really knows her pups, and even if in that short time that she has them, she really does so much work, and it's really helped us kind of transition from a cat family to having a dog that is well trained. My sister just had a baby, and Mamba is very gentle and great with him, and all the other little kids that we have in our family. It's just been such an easy transition, and you don't see that with a lot of people that have gotten pups in the last 2 years especially. So definitely thankful, and you just can't go wrong with getting a puppy from Misty, in my opinion.